Okay. Baby Eagle is missing. Handler, I know it's your first day with the Protection Detail Unit, but we're pulling you into the big leagues. The President's daughter, codenamed Baby Eagle, has been kidnapped. We need every warm body available on this. Dozens of agents have been mobilized to the scene, but we need global intel and assistance. You'll be analyzing and decoding the fragmented data we are getting from the ground. Everything they know, you'll know, and together, hopefully, we can get to recover Baby Eagle before it's too late. Good luck, Handler. You'll need it. Agent Green. Speaking of, can I do my link? I don't know if it will work. But if not, it's chill. Here. I'll have to type the link in later. It's chill. Okay, let's play. Ooh, okay. First things first, Handler. The first 24 hours are extremely important. If we don't get a lead on Baby Eagle by that time, we're dead, and she may be too. I've attached the initial crime scene report and some evidence recovered from the site. Take a look and see what you can make of the stuff. Also, be on the lookout for messages from my colleagues. The whole department is on this one. Handler, good to have you aboard. We need the help. My specialty is in enemy combatant analysis, so anticipate that my reports will be through that lens. I've been looking at the tire tread marks left on the scene. As you saw in G's report, the first car to strike utilized a fishtail or pitch maneuver, where the front of the attacker's car bumps into the side rear of the victims, sending them into a lethal spin. Originating among stock car racers, this maneuver is most commonly taught to US and UK based law enforcement, so one of our attackers may have a background in one of those sectors. If these attackers are international in origin, attention should be paid to pathways that they can leave the country. Material taken from the scene in the form of spent bullets shows the use of 7.62mm rounds, and chemical residue on the casting show evidence of modifications uncommon with domestic manufacture or sales, but frequently used by the Heer, the National Army of Germany. I don't have enough data to implicate any government at this point, so we will need to explore every avenue. Okay, so V's going to give us that stuff. Oh my god. Personal note, welcome aboard, Handler. I'll be working on the digital footprint of our task force. As you know, multiple teams are assigned to this case, and I'll be acting as digital liaison, streamlining your point of contact for delivering information. So, looks like this is a very low-tech job. I'm not seeing any cell phone pings. It may be that the kidnappers weren't carrying anything and utilized cars produced before the digital age. We don't have enough clear images from the satellite photos. Weather was not on our side. It's been cloudy for the past 6 hours. I'm curious what other analog methods these guys would use to keep flying under the radar in our modern age. Like, would they get their asses to a train, or are they escaping on horseback? That's a joke, but maybe. Point is, these guys are sneaks. They're looking to lay low, and they won't go through, say, a commercial bus station or airport. Unless they do. That's a joke. This whole thing's generated a crazy amount of heat, so whatever option they go with, it's gonna be unconventional. Oh, right comments. Oh, so this is the evidence we have so far. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Classified. Lost contact with the handlers for Baby Eagle at 8 o'clock this morning, when they missed check-in. At the same time, we received notifications that another VIP and known friend of Baby Eagle, be referenced here as codename Jayhawk, and their convoy was hit by unknown assailants on their way to class this morning. We should assume no coincidence. Weather conditions appear to have been rainy, possibly concealing the actions of the interlopers. Due to the rain, the convoy lengthened and slowed. The cars spreading out, several civilian vehicles of unknown origin were able to near the convoy due to limited visibility. At some point, Jayhawk's lead and follow car separated. What we do know is that the vehicle containing Jayhawk was found empty at the site I'm at now. The director wants to track down Jayhawk. Their only lead for now to Baby Eagle. At some point, Jayhawk's lead and fellow car separated. What we do know is that the whole vehicle containing Jayhawk was found empty at the site I'm at now. The carnage is spread up and down the highway. One Secret Service follow car for Jayhawks was fishtailed off the road by a large sedan, or more likely, a SUV-style vehicle. All agents killed on impact. Forward car was slow to recognize the threat because of the weather and the vehicular nature of the assault. Occupants of another vehicle opened fire on the forward car, who returned fire. Both cars were rendered inoperable, and a firefight occurred between them. As before, all agents killed. Continue to examine site and passing this evidence off to our new analyst. Is that all? No next page? What is this? Okay, we have a gun, some bullets, and some blood sleds. Okay. What's this one? Okay, so this is the one that tail spinned, and that looks like the battery. Oh, damn. Okay. Field audio transcript. Start anytime. Will they be able to find me from this? No, your identity will be concealed. Okay. Begin whenever you want. I saw the first car hit the other car. Looked like a regular accident, like someone spilled their coffee or hydroplaned or something. But then traffic in the front slowed, like traffic in front of the accident 2 cars ahead. That's a UK law enforcement tactic. Sorry, please continue. And then, they started shooting. It was so hard to see in the rain, we slowed down and pulled to the side. I don't know if they didn't care about us or what, but after they killed that first car full of men, they got out of their cars and then, did you see how many? 4, 5? I'm not sure. You're doing great. And you saw the abduction? Yes, it was a girl. Why all this for some girl? Is she famous or something? That's what we're trying to figure out. That was like a minute. Oh. Is loading. Found evidence. Put the pieces back together. Oh, we got like a puzzle. Okay. I'm down for some puzzle time. Oh, 2 seconds. They kind of give us the outline. So it's not too bad to do. Apparently, come on. There we go. Something's been paid, or someone's been paid off. It's a hangar for a cargo plane. Ooh. Hangar storage cargo permit order. International Cargo Solutions. Cargo NA. And it was paid in cash. So, type location intel back into the terminal to proceed. What do you mean location info? Harrison Airfield? Suite 400. Oh, I didn't. Harrison Airfield, Suite 400. Great work, Kenda. Looks like they used a small independent airfield with a long enough runway to fly a private jet off of. Nobody was here because of the weather, but I guess it was clear enough to take off. Agent H will fill you in on the flight records if any exist. Our first priority is examining this body. Looks like it was one of the kidnappers. It seems our boys went down fighting. Though this guy is dead, we'll forward all evidence forward to you for analysis. Our primary goal at this moment is to find out where they went. Good news, it seems the crew is not fully technology adverse. Agents found this PDA on the body. See if you can crack the password. It may be our only path forward. Oh, typo. Body, cold, lost a lot of blood, arterial bleed, unlucky, but it only takes one to do this. Victim, white male, 5'6", several tattoos. I'll attach a picture for you. 165 pounds, medium build, unknown narcotics use, pronounced veins, narcotics in question unknown. If I had to guess, ex-paramilitary, tattoos and scars look more gang affiliated than professional. Maybe some kind of rural militia. They have nothing on record. I'll keep investigating. Now, before we continue, 165 pounds to kilograms, 74. Okay, I know. Okay, I know the build. I know the build. Hey handler, I'm taking a look at the flight records, but it's a mess. As you know, we had another round of air traffic disruptions this week. Feels like it's all the time now. And so the paper trail is a bit messy. It seems quite likely these guys skirted off our radar by flying low after they took off, avoiding major air travel hubs as they went. To me, that says professional. Either this is a crew that's familiar with the international smuggling, or they hired someone who is. And of course, the third option is there's a mole within the Secret Service. That's a joke. Anyway, let me know what you find. Agent Hopper. Okay, top secret evidence. There's someone's hand. So we have a Mamroglu, no, Morgan, Salah, Roxy, Zero Cred. Okay. Looting. Oh, that is an old phone. Okay, how many attempts? We saw one, it was Roxy. Wait, before I try it, all uppercase. No, it's not Roxy. Okay, what else have we got? Zero Cred. Well, it's not Zero Cred. Okay, so got that. If his name, if it's only 5, it could be Salah. Okay. No. Zero Cred, Roxy, Muslim. It has to be something else. Um, no. Hmm. Any idea, guys? Mm. Okay, we tried Zero Cred. We've tried Roxy and Salah. New York. Hmm. I'm already stumbled. Mm. 0 cred. Am I missing something? O positive? I could try O positive. It is not O positive. Is it different? Hold up. What if we do the numbers for Roxy? Where's Roxy? Ah. 3. O. O is just O. Oh no, it's a plus. Where's the plus on my keyboard? Just a moment. Here it is. Plus. X is 8. I is a hyphen. And then E is 2. Was not there. Okay. I'll try the 0 cred. So 0 cred, 0, 0. C is 9. R is 3. E is 2. D is 5. 0 cred. Yes. Okay, there we go. We just had to change it up. Hey Kara, how's it going? Oh, RE4 time. Oh, what is this? This is the little like prologue demo little thing that Capcom has released for us to play before the remake comes out. It's pretty much we are trying to locate where Ashley went when she was kidnapped. So before the start of the game. It is hold on. Can I link it to you? Hold on. Oh, I've just got my caps lock on. Just a momente. Baby eagle is missing. .com? Is it .com? It is. Boom, ba boom. So yeah, it's a little like text-based puzzle game that we can play before the game comes out. I didn't even realize they added something like that. Yeah, I found it, well, when I was working, I found it just scrolling along my newsfeed. And yeah, it was like a silent drop that Capcom did. So now we're just playing it. Like they dropped it in like a Reddit or something. But yeah. So we're just having a bit of a play. Okay, hold on. Speaking of, we just unlocked the phone, so we need to type in the password, which was the 0 cred. The 09325. Boom. Boom, we did something. Working by scrolling through the newsfeed, bit surfs. I mean, obviously. I only had actually no, I had 3 classes today, a ceremony, and 1 spare class. My 1 spare class, my me time. Anywho, the plane was headed north and east, straight across the ocean. Looks like we're headed to somewhere in Europe. Great work today. We'll keep you posted on tomorrow as we scramble more boots on the ground. Okay, so then we go to day 2. There we go, we're on day 2. It's a lot of reading. It's a heavy text-based one. You already pre-ordered the RE4 Deluxe Edition for yourself. Ooh, hope you won't regret it. I hope not. I have not pre-ordered it yet. I was gonna get it later. I was actually gonna get it the Monday of the week it comes out. But we'll see what happens. Either way, I'll be doing the same because I want those cute little herb keychains to hang off my guns. That's pretty much it. I just want the keychains. Okay. Speak time. As you can see in the attached images, we've tracked the plane to this airport. Looks like it's been abandoned for 10 years at least. Speaks to the smuggler collection. Who else would know to land here? Could be locals or just well-connected global operation. We only got 2 leads right now, this pilot and the information we're scraping from the PDA of our dead perp. To follow on this lead, there are several known smuggler routes in the region. Fair to assume there will be a few safe houses scattered about as well. If we could dredge a name or location out of that recovered PDA, we may be able to catch up with the kidnappers. See what you can find. Oh. Didn't you need to pre-order for keychains? I forgot what pre-order thing was. Yeah, I think... Yeah, it's if you pre-order both editions, in-game you get like a cute little keychain and like your inventory case will have its own style, and depending on what style you have, you get different perks. And it's like with the normal game, the pre-order, you get... What do you get if you dangle off it? My Steam will know. Let me check. You get... Oh, the handgun ammo little like casing. That hangs off your gun, but if you get the deluxe edition pre-order, you also get a herb and an extra case to hang it off of. And then different outfits. Yeah. So I'll probably get that in like 2 weeks before the game comes out. I'll pre-order that bad boy. I'm trying to manage my expenses until then. I grew up on military bases all around Europe. Feels strange to be back under these circumstances. Regrettably, tech is not my specialty. H should be able to talk to you about these PDAs. I'm going to dig into the forensic report of this pilot. I will send you my observations in an audio log. You can't hear it, but I just cracked my knuckles in anticipation. That's bad. If I'm excited, it means they're doing a good job. One issue, after gaining access to the PDA, it seems there's some kind of background process running corrupting files. I can't tell if it's malware or someone on their side attempting to cover their tracks. Either way, I'm doing everything I can to keep the files sanitized. Can you examine the files ASAP and see if you can find evidence of the smuggler's den? Can do. Oh. Well, here is our dead pilot who's been shot. Okay. Next. Apparently not next. Here we go. We got three bodies. Field audio transcript. Agent Valles here with our forensic pathologist. Please not my full name. Understood. So what are we looking at here? Male, late 20s or early 30s, Mediterranean descent, single gunshot wound to the head. And otherwise healthy? Hard to say. He's very skinny and there's some strange discoloration of the skin. Diet is strange as well. Very fish heavy, some greens, little else. Under normal circumstances, I say that's healthy. But this fish doesn't seem in good condition. What's the purpose of a malnourished pilot? Inaudible voices, yelling to unknown person. Hold on a sec. Sorry, Doc, continue. They shot him in the back of the head, so they weren't looking for a fight. If anything, he seemed quite healthy for having a strange diet. Perhaps he was living in a region with unusual biodiversity? Huh. Okay. Okie madokili. So we've got a bit of a strange diet, our pilot. That's chill. Oh. Okay. It's loading. It's chill. But yeah. I think this is a pretty fun way to get fans prepped and ready for the new game. Ooh. Hold down to pause frame. Head back to the terminal, type it in. Mana. Down. Burn. Burn down the mana. Yeah? Burn down manor? Ba-ba-da-ba. Oh, helps if I spell burn properly. Burn down manor. Well, this is excellent work. We're en route to the safe house now. If they've chosen to rest or recover there, this could be our first real opportunity to catch up to them. While we're traveling, see what you can dig up about these guys. I've granted you access to our database of known international smugglers and criminals. If they've been documented moving something illegally across borders or even associating with a known smuggler in the last few years, they're in here. Big Brother is always watching. We have identities of the two dead so far. See if you can find any links between them. That may give us hints as to the identities of the other kidnappers. Ah, the International Smuggler Database. I've uploaded a dossier or two to that pile, back when I was a junior analyst. It should be fairly easy to navigate. You'll want to look for links between known smugglers. Dates they were active in certain countries, known affiliations, groups they were part of, you get it. Watch out for false leads. Two guys might have worked with a third, but if that third guy wasn't affiliated with the rest of the group, eliminate him from your consideration. G says you're checking the database. Good. My advice? Try to figure out who the leader of the crew is. Whoever leads the crew like this won't take an unknown on a job like this. Look for patterns. Everyone will have to work with whoever that is, even if they haven't worked with each other. Okay. Investigation time. We've got to figure it out. The main guy. Boom, 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 boom. They've made the loading accurate for the time period of this game. do, 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 do. Cool. Okay. Find connections. View profile. Ah, this is the one that got shot. Point Man. Born 1568, Cairo, Egypt. No, it's not. Oh, yeah, that's the person that got shot with the 0 cred. Nose and ear piercings, steel studs. Has been placed in Beirut, Marrakesh, Algiers, and Marseille. Come from a family of dentists, no criminal connections. Seems to be an outlier. Links to the Middle East-based criminal outfits on unknown, but has worked for the gang Delabrine Demer, a Marseille-based crime family, and through them has links to Franklin Botelli of the Corsa Nostra. No arrests on record in the Americans. European arrest record currently unknown. Freelance, a polyglot. Has been working translating for criminal organizations in Europe. He also seems to have no compunctions about taking part in the violent elements of the crime. Okay, we go through. Johan, the Iceman. Oh. No known residents, multiple sightings in Finland and Sweden. Parents own a small accounting firm in Oulu. Have not seen Johan in like 30 years. Oh, I'm scratching my eye. 1 second. It was itchy. Okay, just 1 hour loading screens? Yeah. Finland? He lived there. Hey, do you know him? Do you know this guy? Do you know Johan? What's he been up to lately? Can you give me the details? Is this the man we're looking for? Yeah, 1 hour loading screens. All it needs is like that internet dial-up tone and then perfection. That's all we need. Hold on. He's a bodyguard for the now deceased Peter Schmeck, whose transatlantic smuggling operation went to war with the Costa Nostra. Lennox was given an infamous black mark. Connected for a murder in Sweden. Notorious assassin who never failed to kill his targets, who simply commands respect. Ah, so he's went to war with the one the other guys fought with. So these two enemies. Matty Wilton. Wait. He's quite a suspicious person. Of course, he's called Iceman. They're just fitting with the Baltics. No. Oh, can you fill me in? What is the area that Finland and Sweden and Norway are from? Is it still the Baltics? What is it? Like the Scandinavian region? Is there a thing for that? I don't know. I'm gonna pull a bit of ignorance here, I'm afraid. But yeah, that's his zone. He's from Orange Beach, Alabama. Family operates a franchise of automobile repair facilities. Frequently arrested alongside his brother Donnie and George and Joe. Part of drug racing seen in the American Southwest. Auto repair. The Wilton family name has been synonymous with vehicular crimes in the American South for hundreds of years. Okay, I don't see how he connects to anyone. Oh, maybe he connects to... These two connect because he's dead in a vehicular accident. Can I do this? Oh no, I only have 2 more attempts. Lies, I have 4 more attempts. I cheated the system. Okay, let's keep going. Alexis Randon, Stormbird, Iron Falcon, or Warhawk, Zephyr 2. Okay. San Francisco, Los Angeles, Sacramento, Seattle, Portland, Greensboro, Pittsburgh, Chicago. Randon toured the world as an army brat in his youth, before his family ended up in Bowles Chica Military Reservation. Member of the Los Angeles crime family. Helicopter pilot. Okay. Emilio Smirnov. I've butchered that, haven't I? I think what you're thinking of is Scandinavia, and it is a bit complicated. Finland is part of Scandinavia area, but it's not a Scandinavian country. Fair. I was just curious because I know like Denmark, Estonia, and some of those other ones, they have like their Baltic classification, but I don't know the rest. I know they have their areas, I just don't know the specifics. My worldly knowledge is limited to what I've seen on TV. Hold on. So this guy's from Russia, Moscow and Prague, but has been in Fort Lauderdale to avoid murder charges in Russia. Mother's deceased. Father incarcerated. Numerous links to Russian crime families by blood or marriage. Currently living with bookkeeper Stephen Markowitz, as well as his current girlfriend, Jessica Fontaine. Wanted murder charges in Moscow. The child scion of multiple Russian crime families. Smirnov could go to any number of ways in the criminal world. For now, he seems to be a hitter. Okay. Michael Allen Wismick, the Blue Baron. The Moor. Sigmund Warnendorf. I actually don't remember it better than what I just said, and he lived here, so I'm not blaming anyone. Well, that's good, but oh well, it is a mystery to us all. I trust your judgment though on the Scandinavia area. I trust you. You can feed me any information. I trust you. Official residence in Las Vegas, owns a private plane. Orphaned as a child, largely off the grid until he enrolled in the Navy. Photograph of known counterfeiter Frederic Monet in Marseille. Marseille. Caught on wiretap alongside gang killer Pablo Garcia. Threw drugs between US and Mexico for 4 years. Or graduated to operating in Europe and Africa. Oh, so he worked with the gang that the first person did. They have connections. They don't, apparently. I wanted this one. Paul Darling Jr. Aliases: Alexander Wood, George Jones, Tim Brown, Gilbert Brown, Don Collins, Ruford P. Keynes. He's from Hawaii. Locations is Osaka, Kyoto, Tokyo, Hong Kong, and Shanghai. Father is a Rear Admiral Paul Darling, currently off duty, recovering from surgery. Mother is poet Nicole Darling. They are divorced. Darling became associated with the Inagawa Kai while stationed in Japan. No known convictions, however, seemingly has amassed significant gambling debts in Hong Kong, Tokyo, and in Hawaii. Darling acts as a legitimate face for the criminal enterprises in Hawaii, Japan, China, and several other countries in the region. This does seem to be a strong correlation between the crimes. John Ruga. Wait. Any info? Yeah, so did you know that I'm also a 13-year-old that works in an office? Oh, they're making me do child labor? Oh my god! That is not okay. Do they at least pay you minimum wage? Wait, you're 13. Do you even get minimum wage at 13? It's bad around here? Damn. I think you need some child labor laws. Oh my god, 13-year-old? My honey. You need to know your rights, young miss. But yes, any information, give it to me. You get to eat one more meal a day from your work. That, honestly, from your work, that's not too bad. That's what I get. Sometimes it's cold when I get it. I've had cold Hamburg steak before. It's not nice. Oh, one sec. This is Atlas. In civilian life, worked as a merchant marine in the Gulf of Mexico and later across the Atlantic, former member of Fraternal Order of the Freemasonry, but was permanently expelled. Parents are deceased. Ex-wife Jessica Fontaine, that's someone's girlfriend, associated with FL-based narcotics operations. Ex-partner Frank Ryan, currently incarcerated in federal lockup. Arrested, grand larceny, released on technicality, evidence of the guilt surfaced. Owns 2 large-scale international freight ships, 3 cargo planes, several smaller-scale vehicles, most commercially licensed in Monaco under local names. Atlas has smuggled people across virtually every border in the Americas, Europe, and North Africa, with particular success in the Mediterranean. Typically rich individuals with complicated criminal histories, occasionally war refugees. He has been documented crossing borders illegally 11 times. Never caught. Okay. Whoa. Milton, also known as Porty, Big Mugs, Philip Omoranzala. Maybe. San Antonio, Los Angeles, Las Vegas, New York, Philadelphia. Most family currently in various federal correctional institutions. Ex-associate of Jessica Fontaine, associated with traffickants, criminal family. 2 of his brothers worked for the Costa Nostra as drivers, now incarcerated. Former semi-professional boxer. Porter has acted as a muscle for several crime organizations in New York and Florida. In this work, he also acted as a driver for upper-level criminal family members and at times seems to have performed as a freelance consultant for smaller scale criminal organizations. Okay. So we've got to get some links. Hey Dan, how's it going? Your game says Resident Evil 4. That's because this game doesn't have an actual code for it. How are you doing, honey? We'll be in and out, just doing house things. Fair. This is the Capcom silent dropped a text-based prequel to Resident Evil 4. Ready for the new game. So we're playing that right now. We're trying to find where Ashley went. So we're having some fun times. So the best I could do for our category was Resident Evil 4. Okay, so we need to make some connections. Let me check again. So this one is with the Costa Nostrada. So we have a few Costa Nostradas. Yep, you're one. No. No. Oh, no. Nope. Just, it's also got, no. I'm just going through and seeing if we can find any crime. No. Boo 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 boo. Nope. Ah, so he's the one currently dating Jessica. A lot of people, I think that'll be the next one we'll check. A lot of people are connected to Jessica. Boo boo boo. Boo 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 boo. Okay. No, okay, they're not connected. So we'll go Jessica, J Fontaine, linked. J Fontaine, linked. Ex-wife Jessica Fontaine, linked. Hopefully we never find her. Everyone will be better off. Oh, I know, right? Oh, the one thing I'm not looking forward to. Although I watched a quick gameplay trailer, apparently her neons aren't as ear-pitchingly just soul-crushing to hear. It's a little better, apparently. Okay, no Jessica's for you. No Jessica's for you. Nope. We're just trying to find all the Jessicas right now. Nope. Nope. And no. Maybe just that one? Oh no. Wait. Leader of the crew. Whoever leads a crew like this won't take an unknown on a job like this. Look for the patterns. Even if they don't work with each other. No affiliations. Get the part of you get it. Oh my god, this is gonna be painful, let's. Salad. Oh my god. They all have the same amount, except for this guy. Smuggler of every border. I mean, chill out international friendships. Jessica. Tallahassee, Florida. Any ideas? I'm stumped. Um. They've been everywhere. This guy's been to the most places. Where did it say? Got Americas, Europe, North Africa, Mediterranean. So he's hit all the locations. And war refugees. That'd probably be who's a war refugee? Well, he has murder charges. I don't think that counts as war refugee. Maybe just him. What does that do? No. Oh, no. I need to link him. Where does a merchant in the Gulf of Mexico? Jessica Fontaine. Jessica Fontaine. We'll link everyone. He was in Mexico City. Mexico City was one. Gulf of Mexico. There we go. Here's Kyoto, Hong Kong. Okay, he's not linked to him. So not you. Century, Sacramento, Portland. Army brat, Los Angeles crime family, helicopter pilot. Okay. What about this guy? Done cars. I still think it's the middle guy, but I don't know how to link him to everybody. Or maybe I don't have to link him to everybody. Oh! Well, there we go. There we go. So, Atlas Ruga. Okay. Atlas Ruga. Aruga. Atlas Ruga, I've heard of him. He's a pro. Never trafficked in goods or art. It's always been people. We're arriving at the safe house now. Hopefully he's inside. Okay. Day 3. Day 3, lads. Starting chat. Handler, this place is a nightmare. Outside, this place looks out of a horror movie. Not just cracked walls and broken windows. This was a tenement, I think. Family units. Everything's water damaged or destroyed. Lots of footprints, but could be squatters. A lot of graffiti. We can't find a sign of where Atlas or the other smugglers may have hid Jayhawk here. I'm sending you schematics and photos from the scene. See if you can turn up anything we're missing. I've transferred the floor schematics as well as the scan files that H compiled. These guys are like roaches. They can make a hiding spot anywhere. We have to vet this place completely before we write it off. This means thermal, X-ray, chemical analysis, you name it. We'll keep searching the site while you look into things from the other side. Whoa, scene report analysis. I'm jealous. I see you're being sent a lot of data. Try to think of every piece of information as giving you a piece of puzzle. Line up 3 pieces and you're cooking with gas. Sorry about that metaphor. If there are anomalies on all 3 screens in the same region of the house, that's where we need to know about. Like G said, these guys are roaches. Examine the nooks and crannies, attics and basements. They won't want their operation visible from the street, nor do they want their victims to be able to see anything and identify where they've been taken. Okay. Let's have a look at the house, shall we? So it's a 2-story building, possibly a basement, a little outcrop. Oh, it's still loading. Oh, these are walled up, so the whole bottom floor could be okay, but they won't be upstairs. Okay. Okay, Madoki. Here we go, here we go. Find hidden anomalies. Can I rotate it? Okay. Binoculars. Structural scan. LiDAR mapping provides a detailed 3D breakdown of structures. Cross-reference this floor plan against other scans to identify any discrepancies in the build. Okay. Thermal scan. Thermographs pick up anything emitting infrared energy or heat signatures. Pay attention to both ends of the temperature spectrum when looking for anomalies, as they may hold clues to hidden passages or areas of interest. Like, these could be passages, or they could just be foundation. This is a random bit of heat. The rest of the house looks hot. Okay. Chemical scan. Optical gas imaging detects high concentrations and compounds of molecules, specifically methane, hydrogen sulfides, chlorine, and all high-level combustibles. Under normal circumstances, a scan on the house like this should come up empty. But there is a lot happening down here. Ooh, here's a secret hideaway. Ooh. Now what do I do? Zetrox hideaway. Do I just type that in? Wait. Oh, that's different. We saw that. Zetrox hideaway. Zetrox. Zetrox hideaway. The answer is incorrect. Basement. Nope. What is it then? Maybe an apostrophe? Hide away. Yeah, no apostrophe allowed. Quick hint, no apostrophe allowed. Okay, it looks like there's another level below this one. Oh, okay. Good work, we are heading in. Handlight, we're trapped. I can't see light, I can't feel airflow. We've made a mistake. Jayhawk seems to be compromised. Baby Eagle whereabouts still unknown. There's CCTV security systems outside. Maybe you can access it. We need another way out. Before the explosion, I saw piping, sewer grates. This lower level might be accessible from the local sewer system. Find us another way out. Okay. Looks like there's another level below this one. Good work, handler. V, take point. On it. Something's there. Freeze. J-Hook, are you alright? Help, he's over. Shut up. Someone's behind her? Ignore the girl. Go back the way you came. There's nowhere to run. Let her go. Then turn yourself in. It's the only way out for you. Wrong. There's explodes. It's a trigger. Get back. Boom. Okay, so explosion went off. Boop, 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 boop. Open the locked grates. What does this do? Oh. Okay, we got 2. Boom, okay. You have unlocked the sewers and need to relay the message Tunnel 7 to help your colleagues find the right path. Okay, so Tunnel 7. Oh, and this is just the tunnel itself. Okay. Tunnel 7. Get out of there, my dudes. Thank you, Handler. You saved our lives. This is what set us apart from them. We save our own. While they have no issues letting their team die, from the looks of it, these sewers are how the smugglers get in and out of this place, and they're dead end at the local docks. That is our next stop. Next day, final day. Okay, hardcore gate opening action. Oh, yep. Nothing can stop us breaking in. Okay. Another day, another dead smuggler. Something's going on here and I don't like it. It looks like these guys were their technician. He swept the logs of this entire dock network. Whoever came and left from here in the last 24 hours, all that information is gone. He was killed after the data was wiped to consolidate the trail, one less living liability. They know they're being followed and they're desperate. Get with H and V and go over the autopsy report. I need to step away for a beat. It is never wise to kill your own. Whatever you temporarily gain, you lose in the long run, both in terms of your team's morale and professionalism. They get sloppy, or find corners to cut, or maybe they think they can just eliminate the evidence, but all they do is leave behind more. I wonder what it says that they are unraveling like this. Get with H and V and go over the autopsy report. I need to step away for a beat. Why is that the same? Doing a field autopsy is messy, but we're under the gun. I'll forward you what information I can find as I get it. The scene here is tense, not just the dock workers or the vibe of this place, but our team too. You don't walk out of a cave-in unscathed, either outside or inside. I haven't slept. Velez seems hyper-vigilant, but definitely shaken. Heck, we're all on edge. Okay. So here's the dock. Boom. Boom. Okay, we've got some bolts. What's this? Oh, I filled one of these in. Yeah. Maman Salah. Piercing, a bullet straight through. Abdomen scar. No tattoos. That's not correct. Nose and ear piercing, steel studs, cause of death. Single gunshot to the head, close range. Medical scars imply appendectomy. His own gun is holstered, safety on. No bruising or struggle wounds. Victim may not have known he was about to be shot. So maybe from the back of the head? Okay. Ooh, okay. I'm down for this. Okay, this is stuff wow, the setup is very different, but this is stuff I've done before. Pocket handgun, very easy to carry and hide, inaccurate over 15 feet. Short barrel does not reduce volume. 9mm full metal jacket. A conventional slug bullet, this will punch a hole in its target, does not expand in target. Okay. Magnum. Older style handgun, very loud. Strong stopping power, long barrel for a pistol, no placement for attachment. Compact handgun. Has attachment rail for laser, flashlight, scope. Easy to conceal on person, standard issue for military service. Submachine gun. Fires in 3-round bursts or swap to full auto. Medium volume. Affordable for concealment. Has attachment rail for laser and flashlight. Assault rifle. Too big to conceal. Loud. Fires single shot. Hey, Vinny's, how you going? Thank you so much for the raid. That's real sweet of you. How are you doing today? Hey, honey. How are you? Thank you. Thank you so much. How's everyone doing? Accurate at long range has a. I know I did that. I don't think it's going to be that one. And then we're back at the beginning. Boop, boop, boop. 9mm jacketed hollow point. Expands on contact with target. Scored on top to promote mushrooming. Ooh, okay. Frangilable. Training round. Disintegrates when striking steel target. Not suitable for human targets. So it's probably not this one. Good. Has Resident Evil. It is not bad. We're currently doing the, I guess, the prequel, the prologue to Resident Evil 4. It was a little sneaky drop that Capcom has did. So we're just going through, doing some mini puzzles, trying to figure out where baby Eagle has gone. Find out where little girl Ashley has gone. Alright, if I can, I'll see if I can link you guys to it again. What game were you playing? Boom. Did I type that right? Yeah, I typed that right. So if any of you guys want to play it as well, feel free. It's very old-timey. I quite like it. Risk of Rain 2. Ooh. How'd you go? Was it fun? I haven't played that game, I'll admit. I'm not too sure how it goes. But how was it? How was the stream as a whole? One sec. Oh, shot shell. Fires several small rounds, ideal for pest control. Subsonic round. Quieter shot, no supersonic crack. Will use alternative gunpowder for quieter sound. And then back to normal. Okay. Wait, view notes. Info. Aha. Yeah, it was good. Someone died a lot. In the end, we won. Oh, that's good. I'm happy you won in the end. The someone dying a lot was just testing it out, just seeing how everyone else would cope. Yeah, I'm happy it was good though. I'm happy you have a good time. Thank you so much for the raid again. Hold on, maybe you can help with this comparison we're trying to do. So our info, we have a bullet wound to the head, a 9mm jacket, bullet debris missing, lost, or taken. Unusual type of gunpowder on the door handle. Camera of killer obscured by bright light. Gun did not appear to have a long barrel past point of light. So it's got some kind of like laser or light on it. Short barrel. Easy to carry and hide. Older style, very loud. No placement for attachment. Longer barrel for a pistol. Rail for laser. Flashlight. Easy to conceal on person. Standard issue. So it could be compact handgun. Fires and round. It's foldable for concealment and has an attachment for laser and flashlight. So it could also. Submachine gun or compact. Assault rifle, too big to conceal. So it's not going to be that one. So it's compact or submachine gun. We got one down. For our ammo, unusual type of gunpowder on door handle. Human. We'll use alternate gunpowder for quieter sound. So maybe. So subsonic. Okay, so it's going to be subsonic. That's the only difference. Okay, so the difference between these two. So this one does three bursts, so it fires 3 times, but we only have 1 bullet shot. Boom, combat handgun and some subsonic rounds. Cool. This confirms the murder weapon was government issued. Type the phrase inside job into the terminal to alert your team. Okay. Inside job. Hello, Handler. Your analysis of the smuggler's death revealed they were killed with a Secret Service operative's weapon within the last 30 minutes. Agents G, V, and H all had enough time to find and kill the smuggler before they were discovered. You've been working closely with them on your assignment, untasking you with deducing which of them has been working with the smugglers. You've been granted access to their internal dossiers, after which you'll need to interrogate the mole to determine where the president's daughter has been taken. Good luck, Handler. Ooh, we gotta interrogate our boys. Actually, we only know their initials, so we don't actually know. Okay, Norman Green. American, divorce, no children. He speaks English and Japanese. Firearms, vehicle, Humnet, psychology, and project management. Okay. Green grew up on the American military bases around the world as a child of the Army colonel. First stepping foot on US soil in his early teens, he began a career in law enforcement with the FBI, working as a profiler before joining the Secret Service as a field operative, rising to the field leader in the Northeastern Division. He participated in Operation Sundevil and Operation Cyber Snare, earning numerous accolades for his work. Agent Green is known around the office for his fastidious nature and love of coffee. Okay, who's next? It doesn't switch. Pablo Velez. Well, this is definitely V. It's got to be V. American, married, 1 kid. He speaks English, Spanish, Greek, and Italian. Firearms, vehicle, scuba. Forensics, interrogation, auto theft. Velez hails from Southern California and was recruited out of Berkeley to join the CIA, a polyglot. Velez found great success as a field operative in Italy, Greece, and redacted. He requested to join the Secret Service multiple times throughout his career and was accepted in 1999. He has acted as a guardian to 2 First Ladies and 1 First Order. Velez has won 3 interdepartmental law enforcement swimming competitions and was featured in the department calendar. Then we have Danielle Hopper. So this is Agent H. Single, no children, only speaks English. Firearms. Information technology, digital forensics, and Signet. Velez grew up in Buffalo, New York, and attended Raccoon University, where she majored in computer science, graduating 2 years before the famous events that took place there. Okay. She met Agent Green when he spoke at a conference, and several months later was directly recruited to the Secret Service. She is considered one of the new breed of law enforcement agents who pay as much attention to the digital footprints as they do physical. Okay. All had enough time. Then we need to interrogate them to find the mole. Okay. Has an agent start the investigation? Handler, hey, I got the word, but I can't believe it. A mole with everything we've been through. Okay. To work together like this and also be working against us, I look in their eyes and I don't see it. I guess that's why you suspect me, huh? I have to consider every angle. I get it, I really do. You're in a messed up situation. We all are. Well, take it away, I guess. Before we begin, I want to know how you're holding up, or who do you think it is? How are you holding up? I feel torn up inside. Being down in that cave-in, I've been claustrophobic situations before. 7 years ago, I was in, forget it. This whole op is a mess. Why are we splintered into such small teams? It's like someone is pulling strings, pulling us in different directions. Like a mole. Do you think it's... Let's see what she says if we try... We'll do this for all of them. If we try and put it onto the other people. Velez and Green, two sides of the same coin. They consummate professionals, but Green is all charisma while Velez is a machine. Who would make for a better mole? Ignoring what I know, just going off their core strengths, I don't know what to say. Tell me. Yeah, Green could have done it. Okay. Does she think... Okay. Oh, no, Green. This is the first. I've never been interrogated by a support... Can I go back in? I don't. She thinks it's Green. Should we try Velez first and then link back? We could try that. What is this about, Handler? Listen, I know this operation is falling apart fast. Do you think I'm some kind of mole? I've been in this apartment for longer than Hopper or Green. If I was dirty, wouldn't you know? I gotta be straight. I've had my suspicions about you for a while. Frankly, I agree, but you gotta work with me. Let's talk. Ooh. I'll start nice like I did with Hopper. Alright, I'm listening. You're the expert on counter-terrorism in the field. What do you make of what's happened so far? There's something in the air I've never felt. Betrayal on the team. Jayhawk's unknown motives. Could it be that we still don't know the whole picture? I agree, but we have to wade through the fog somehow, and finding the mole is the only way. Let's discuss this mole. Finally. Well, the kidnappers have two things known. Only you, I, Hopper, and Green knew. It's one of you three. Well, it's not me. That leaves two. Why haven't... I don't know. Can I... Okay, it stops there. This is the first. I've never been interrogated by a subordinate before. Is that a problem? Not at all. I want to be ruled out as fast as possible to continue this investigation. Ask me whatever you want. I'm an open book. Let me talk about who the mole is. Okay. This one didn't have options to just calm them down first. The mole. Brass upstairs thinks it's me. Hopper or Velez, do they? I vetted Hopper and Velez extensively. I won't try to incriminate them because they're innocent. But someone? That's just a suspicion. Not them, just something new. If you had to speculate. I have to let you know I hate this. To take this way about my own. Well, you're already done. Oh, I can restart. Okay. I want to know who you think it is. Don't ask me that. I don't even want to believe there's a betrayal. Admits ask Green or Velez. They got the advanced PSYOP training and field experience. All I got was basic version. So you think it's neither? I didn't say that. If we're being electronically compromised, this would be so easy. With human beings, I really don't want to go down that road. What if I said who I think it is? It's your ball game. That does not help me. Hopper? She's unwinding. I think the cave-in hit her hard. Claustrophobic, maybe. What does that tell us? She's taking on stress faster than she get it out of her body, but it's because she's the mole? Or because everything's gone fuba? We've only worked together for a short time. Where do you land? I don't think it's her. That is Green then. Could it really be him? I guess. Not for me to say. Good luck with your choice, Handler. What? Tell me about Velez. Hate to admit it, but he has one big red flag, which is he's the only one of our team with boots on the ground time in Europe prior to this mission. If he made contacts we didn't know about, he could be working with them now. So you think it's him? I can't confirm, but I also won't deny. Sorry you're in this position, Handler. What? Do you think it's Green? He recruited me, you know. I had only been in the local division, a city, for 2 years before I got an email from Secret Service Something about my track record, but I think he saw something in me. I don't know what. So you trust him. If it's him, it would be hard for me to see. He's been my mentor. Well, he did hire both of them and vet them. But they didn't vet him. So could he have done it? Could Green have performed as he did as field leader while communicating with the enemy? Yes, with a big asterisk. That being, any of us could have. Maybe not Velez, he can barely work a flip phone. But you, me, and Green? Yeah, it's possible. Thanks, Hopper. Anytime, I guess. Maybe Green? If we go off what I'm thinking, with he brought both of these two people in. So he had prior knowledge of both of them, but they had to learn about him later on. Green. Interrogate him to get the name of the ship and share that with your team. I know you're the mole, Green. Bullcrap. Drop the act. No cause for reinforcements. The smugglers knowing our every move. It's all adding up. Lock me up then. Lose your field leader just as I'm needed most. We wouldn't be in this position if you hadn't been working with the smugglers. I don't have this fight in me anymore. What do you want from me? Want to catch up to the smugglers? Why did you do it? Straight shot to the gut, huh? You know, but at a time, was it ideological? In a way, yes, but probably not what you think. Oh, he did do it. I'm not allied with any splinter group or organization, no. Just a firm belief that the American empire has reached too far. No nation should control others as it does. This was my only recourse. A coward's recourse. When driven to desperation, one does what one must. What? Then what? Yeah, work with us then. The whole point is this is my redemption. In what part does a teen girl die? Did say she'd be safe. They're killing their own. Damn it, you're right. They're on the Mariana, a cargo ship bound for the US, but one unlikely to ever make it there. Their last heading was south by southwest. Thank you. So Madiniana. I don't need the enter button. Good work, Handler. With Green gone, I'm putting you in charge of this team. Having identified the boat, we need only board it and retrieve Baby Eagle. Godspeed to your team. Is it? Have we found her? Is there no more? We did all the other days. Oh, I've just noticed. That's like my real time up here. That's a bit creepy. For YouTube, you should notice that the unknown place date is a little different from like a few seconds ago. I am doing the last 2 days of Baby Eagle is missing, and we'll see how it is. Hopefully I can merge these two parts so well y'all won't even notice if it wasn't for the fact I was talking. But you know. So we're gonna finish up and see how it goes. It's your mission handler. Call the shots. We're all counting on you. With G gone, I will fill you in on our situational report, handler. The cargo ship looks like a war zone. Someone swept through here and fast. The crew is dead, most of them still at their stations, which means they never saw it coming and never stood a chance. I would say this was a spray and pray operation, except the body count seems to point towards it being perfectly executed ambush. Oh, and we got another smuggler, dead as well. By my count, that leaves Atlas Ruger alone as the sole survivor. At least, he's the only one whose body we haven't found. We had eyes on this ship and no one has gotten off, so there's only one place he can be. This ship has a heavily fortified container, specially designed for rare exotic goods. In a pinch, it could be used as a safe house, but we'll have to break into it first. Dun dun dun. God, I'm gonna throw up. This place is a mess. Yeah, we found this secure locker. It's got some kind of security mechanism on it. Forwarding the details to you. God, what do we got? So this is the Marianada. Cargo ship forensic PNG. Okay. Details. John Ruger. Born Tennessee. In civilian life, worked as a merchant marine in the Gulf of Mexico. Okay, so this is all the details we saw last time. Okay. So, what have we got for this locker? Crack the combo. Combos are often personal to the user. Use any intel you've gathered about Atlas to help here. So we have 4 digits. Okay. What have we got? That's too many digits. The only digits on here is this FBI thing, which is too long. So it could also be his birthday. How would you input that? They're both too long. They both have like 6 digits each. Maybe his birthday or his birth year. They're both 4 digits, so we could do the month, date and month, or we can do the full year. I'll try the full year first. This would be 1975. No. Okay. Okay, that wasn't too bad. First try, guys. Complete and utter fluke. That was it. Can't take credit for that. Okay, share the combo with the team so they can confront Atlas. So we got his birth year. Oh. We're patching you through into the safe. This could be our make or break moment. Ruger is our last living connection to the smugglers. If he dies, the trail goes cold. As Agent V said, we're at the end of the line, handler. Good luck. Okay. So what have we got? Oh no, man. Hands where we can see him. Hands up. So that's it, huh? Where is she? The biggest job in the world, a prize never taken, and it all falls apart. Falls apart like this. Requesting additional agents and a medvac unit. Betrayal, infighting, couldn't keep the lines straight, lots of blood. Damn it, the girl, where did you take her? You think you know who your friends are, but you've never been betrayed, have you? You're a pup, you don't know how cold the world out there. You don't know the cold world out there. There we go. Looks like he was playing me all along. I'll see you in hell, friend. He's dead. There in his pocket, some kind of message. Okay, we can't just go to the message. Huh? Huh? Ah, we gotta do like a cryptex? What is this? Um. Hmm. Okay. What does this look like? These look like I have no clue. It's a bunch of lines and dots. I can Google codes of lines and dots and we can try and calculate. We can try and decipher it from that. We haven't got anything. Any of y'all got any clues? Oh no. Um, I can Google it. What would you cold cryptex? What would you call this? Okay, Google. Code with lines and dots. Oh, that looks like it. What's that? Okay, can I find it? What's this called? Hold on. It would help if I put my internet on and not my data, and then I can actually speed run this for you guys. So a pig pen cipher. Hold on, if I change this, can I find it for y'all? This is what we got. Pig pen cipher. Looks like this. So we can find it out from here. Why is that so small? Oh, I don't want to open up the actual. How big is it? Is it safe? Let's just do that. Why can't I scroll sideways? Boom. This is what we got, lads. Hey, Soph, how's it going? Hey, today I'm pretty sure. Why is that so small? I'm trying to just make it bigger. Is this okay for you guys? Okay, so this is the cipher I'm using currently. I've got it loaded on my phone as well. We're trying to decode a message. We got this message. Hold on. Wait, why is that so small? TWSS? You're saying all the wrong things here? Hmm? What do you mean? What did I mess up? Hmm. Why is that so small? We're trying to make it bigger. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you so much. Is that Koyach? If I'm pronouncing it wrong, please correct me. But thank you so much for the follow. That's so nice of you. Thank you so much. Yeah, yeah. Let me get to 100. Thank you so much. That's so sweet of you. Thank you. Mm. Okay, hold on. Okay, so using this bad boy, we're gonna try and decipher it. What is this message? Okay, so this is oh, how do I expect? Hold on, let me pop out of this. So for Resident Evil 4, because it comes out on next Friday, Capcom released a mini like thing of like puzzles that help you try and discover where Ashley has been kidnapped and where Leon has to go find her. So we're currently doing the last 2 days of puzzles to try and find where she went. Oh, it is Koyash? Oh, perfect. Had to choose 100. We did. Thank you so much. It was so sweet of you. Thank you. I'm gonna have to figure out we should do now to like celebrate. It won't be this stream. Try and plan something nice for you guys. So if oh cool, yeah. I did some of these puzzles not last week, the week before. So now I'm just finishing off the last 2 days. I'm gonna have a nice seamless video for YouTube. Yeah. But okay, so we have this using our pig pen. So I'm also going to have, can I do a notepad file? So we're gonna, no. Okay, I have a notepad file on the side. I don't know if y'all can see that though. No, y'all cannot. So we're just gonna go through 2 seconds. So the V looking one is an S. We got two squares, plain. So E. Yeah, so this, a full square is an E. Okay, this one, a box K. And then the angle is A. Square with a dot in it is N. Then box to the left, D. Triangle to the right with a dot is a Y. This one is our E. Up is S. H. A. You can see how much I'm just trying to focus just to spell, guys. Box F. I. The whole to the side, D. Okay, so that's that first, the top line. So we have seek and ye shall find. We'll have T, W, I, T, C. Oh, and this is just me just pointing at letters and just saying random stuff right now. We've got a D, O, T, T, V, S, L, A, S, H, C, A, P, C, O, M, U, S, A. Okay, it has seek and ye shall find twitch.tv/Capcom USA. What? Okay, we've got to type those in. Oh, hold on, I need to click it. Nope. Insane. This is what we call. So, answer is incorrect. Did I spell it wrong? Oh. Does it say com or TV? That one? Ah! One moment, guys, I'm sorry. I'm trying to make it work. Or is it I have to put the spaces in?
I'm just trying to make this work for y'all. I'll be honest, I do know what happens. My friend told me. Why is this not working? This is the quality content we are not here for. Can I just do that? No? Can I check? Okay. Okay, I will say for this, if I can spell it right. So I did find out 2 days ago before I finished work, because you know me, doing anything but working, just Googling stuff while at my desk, is what this is. Oh, I need spaces between every single word. There we go. We found it. That's all we had to do. I just needed a hint for how to type it. My bad, guys. Great work, Handler. We'll need you to check this link out today. Seems like the final piece we need to crack this may be at the address. Now, it is no longer available. What this sent us to was a live stream Capcom USA was doing on Twitch, which tells us in the demo of the game that they dropped after. So once this day went live, they dropped the demo. It was like the lead up to it. And if I can actually load it up for you guys, so you can also just see what is. So we're just going to jump between things right now. Boom. You guys ready for a demo too? It's going to be grand. I'm going to load it up. This is real jank stream today, lads, just so you know. Can you guys see it yet? I know y'all can hear it. Boom. Also, yes, my demo is a little bit Japanese. Please bear with me. I can change that. There we go. Boom! Perfect. This is how I drop you guys into the game.
September 30th, 1998. It's a day I'll never forget. The cop inside me died that day. And that night, Raccoon City was wiped out, thanks to the bioweapons created by Umbrella. Somehow I made it out, but too many others weren't so lucky. I was asked later to join a top-secret government program. Not that I had a choice. The training, punishing missions, nearly killed me. But at least I kept my mind off everything. If I could just forget what happened that night. The pain, even for a second. This time, it can be different. It has to.
It has to be different, guys. Hey, Oak Troll. Have you got everything all set now? All your stuff? It's been 6 years since Leon S. Kennedy survived Raccoon City incident, an unprecedented biological catastrophe caused by the Umbrella Corporation. Having distinguished himself as a U.S. special agent, he is tasked with locating the president's missing daughter. The searchers brought him to an isolated village in Europe, where intel suggests the kidnapped girl was last sighted. Even Leon's past trauma could not prepare him for the nightmare and the insanity he would find there. Oh. Oh, actually, I need to change my buttons. Ah, perfect. My buttons are all wrong. So don't forget you're still on just chatting. Oh, that is true. Oh, how do I drop out of this now? 1 sec. Thank you for telling me. I shall switch us over. Resident Evil 4. That might be the wrong 4. I don't know. Nah. Oh, actually chill. Thank you. Also, no, you can't figure out the mailbox still. Can you have them double check the number? It might be wrong. Mine was wrong like 3 times before they gave me the correct one. Thank you, Soul. Okay. Now, I will also reveal a secret, guys. I've already played the demo. My man was over on Saturday, and he wanted to see it. So I already played it with him. But it's so pretty! Like, look at this stuff. Look at his face. He looks a bit grumpy, I gotta admit. But he does look older than Resident Evil 2. He's been through some stuff in the last 6 years. But look at us go. Not that way. I say I've played before, I'm still dumb.
How far could he have gone?
Uh-oh. I will not zoom in on the dead kid. Oh, he's got a little buckle on his jacket. That's cute. I'm so excited for when this game comes out on Friday. Oh, it's a bunny. Also, I just don't catch it. I've never been good fit. Is it like a dial or a combination, like, input you need to put in? Are you getting it then? Yeah. I'm going to pre-order it on Monday. Just because that's how I have set out my expenses for the month. So I gotta do it on Monday. After I finish work. Oh. Here's a doom. A crude charm. Judgment is nigh. Okay. Now, I'll give y'all a secret, lads. Oh. See this? Where is it? Cicera el Juicio. I don't know, but it's true. We are going to take a photo of this bad boy, because we need this for the AR game we were just doing. This is a secret code we need. So remember this. Wait, can I just... Yeah. It's a special boy. There's a door. I need a key. It's one of the combo spinny ones. If If you're chill to wait for a little bit, I can call you later and help you out with it. Because it might be the same as my one. But I ain't revealing my secrets.
Sorry to barge in like this. Busco a un policía.
But yeah, so I'm gonna get it so that I have all the games. For that repaired, I'm in no hurry. No worries, hon. I'll call you later. I'll help you break into your mailbox. Oh, kick to the... Oh. That's right, we get... Yeah, we have the powerful kicks in this game, lads. Boop, boop, boop.
This is not good.
Hunter's Lodge key. Oh, that's what it's called. Hunter's Lodge key. Police badge. National Police Corps. Mario Fernandez Castellano. At least Castellano. Why is that name familiar to me? Yeah, when I played this through initially with... Oh, I am so sorry. I'm gonna straight out of that. So this is less gross. Yeah, when I initially played it, because I was with my guy, we just played it in Japanese, so I couldn't read everything. So I didn't know what all the letters were saying. Look how chunky that rat is! Oh my god! He was a chunky boy. Yum, some new stew. Oh, so tasty. Hi, Plushix, how are you going? Yeah. Yeah, Plushia? Plushix? Please tell me how you would like me to call you. How are you doing? So you're French now? I mean, we all love a bit of chunkiness. My own tummy would prove that. But I also just mainly love junk food. But nah. Only body positivity here. We like some, but dang, we like that rat. Okay, cool. Plush is fine. Oh, sure. Well, how are you doing, honey? How was your day or evening?
What was that? No fucking way.
Oh, it's the dude we kicked his head in before. Why is he so fast? Uh-oh.
This just keeps getting worse.
They're so fast. I can't go that fast. We know my aiming is bad. Oh, we didn't have that door before. Hello. Oh my god. Oh, there's two of them. Oh, those strong kicks saving the day, lads. What we got? Oh, green herb. Thank you. Oh, we got some skulls. Okay, let's keep going. We will finish the demo and then we'll jump back to the AR game. There's our girl Ashley. Our sweet baby eagle.
Bruce. This is
Who I will be
in here. What's your sit rep?
accidentally shooting when we play the original the full game.
Our intel was correct then. Well done.
Need a location on a nearby lake. She may have been taken there.
Copy that. I'll see what I can find.
Hurry up. Something's happened to the people here. My escorts are.
His hair is so nice. I'm kind of jealous.
Gotta go. Talk later. I'll let myself out.
Ain't no window stopping me. Head for the lake. Look how nice this game looks though. Oh. I've also heard like the main game is just as long as the original, which we love. So that means they, well, hopefully that means, yeah, they haven't cut anything out. Okay, that's a save. Hello, big boy crows. Okay, let me just load up. Where are you? Oh, hello. Uh-oh. Oh, I missed. There we go. Thank you for the gunpowder. Oh, we got a box. Pistatus. Which way? Straight in a bit? Ah, behind the car. Okay, I'll be back. Gotta run to the store for some essentials now that I can leave. Ah, fair, fair, fair. Let me know how the shopping trip goes. Oh, Christ.
Damn it.
I'm gonna do that a lot. Flash grenade. Love it, love it. Ooh, I don't know if I like that. We got some heads on some spikes, lads. A very ominous warning. War in the village, boys. Boys, lads.
Holy shit.
He's toasted like a marshmallow. Hello.
Here we go.
Why did... Break free! Uh-oh. No, 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 do not stab me with that. Okay, I'm gonna run this way. Why, hello. This is just where we run for our lives. You know. Oh, herb. Oh, I'll take that. Thank you. Chickens! What do we get? Money. I'm just running. They got a cow! Hello. Oh, I was hoping to shoot him. I didn't shoot him in time. It's Chainsaw Man. It's Chainsaw Dude. His eyes are terrifying. I missed. I missed again. Hello. 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 Please don't stop me. Chainsaw. No, thank you. Uh-uh. Not today. Nope. Crap. Can I combine you with anything? No. Use. Yoink. Excuse me. I managed to sort of run for my life here. I just... Nope. I failed. No, 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 no. Okay, I am quite happy. Chainsaw Dude just takes everyone out. He don't give no damns. Why didn't I shoot? Why didn't I shoot? Uh-oh, uh-oh. 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 Aha, more ammo. We like it.
You gotta be kidding me.
Hand grenade. Yes. More peoples. Oh my god, no. Uh-oh. Excuse me. What this?
La campana.
Oh, I need to fix how that... Those frame rates. Oh no.
Tenemos que servir. Al Lord Saddler Todopoderoso.
We safe. We're fine. No, we're fine. No hit. We're good.
Where's everyone going? Bingo?
You still got that banner, lads. I am so ready for the full game. I just want it so bad, you know? Boom. Money acquired is good. Thank you for paying. And we will not purchase the game online. But it's out Friday! Oh, it's gonna be so grand. I'm excited. Okay, but guys. So, the little voodoo doll thing we picked up in the Hunter's Lodge that had the Judgment is here, Judgment is near translation. We need that. We need that for our AR game. Boom. We're back. So, oh. So we are going to get that ready by going to the next day and getting that information. Okay? We're doing a lot of jumping today. Okay. Our team searched Atlas's residence overnight. We uncovered a diary with the phrase Ciarcia L painted in blood across the pages. We can't quite make out those final letters. Perhaps there is a connection to the site that was launched yesterday during the streamed broadcast that I missed. See if you can find the rest of that phrase. Intelligence reports say that there is a high likelihood that it appears somewhere in the village. Enter the phrase here when you find it. As we know, it ended in the word, I think it's the word that means judgment. It was juicier. Juicy? Juicio? No, I spelled it wrong. Quality. Oh. Juicio. Boom. Great work, handler. You really saved our asses out there. Thanks to your efforts, we got enough confirmed intel to send in a special agent, our pretty boy Leon, to help finish the recovery of Baby Eagle. I think you have a future in this type of work. The agency could always use a few more dedicated brains like yours. Heck, maybe one day we'll see you out in the field. Who am I kidding? The pay is bad and the hours are worse. We want to send a token of appreciation your way, so go ahead and fill out the contact info form below, and we will be in touch. We can do this. However, I is not gonna let you see my email address. It has my name in it. Y'all not ready for y'all to see that. I will show you what they send me. So 2 seconds. I do have to opt in for these Capcom emails though. It says full screen application. So I'm gonna change it. You guys are gonna stare at the Pigpen cipher until I can be sure we is chill, we is safe. So if you saw that, it said Muppin at OnlyFans. No, not my email. Don't disclose that. However, you want to send me some sweet photos on my OnlyFans? It's chill. I'll be down for that. Okay. Or better yet, oh, I know. I can just hide. I can just hide all screen shares and only let you see the wallpaper. That might be the safest bet until I see. You're gonna send me something? I have not received emails. It's honestly, my emails are still updating from like 10 years ago. I want to show you guys what we get. You're right, I have so many emails. Oh, they're so bad. And I can't read half of mine now because I'm getting stuff from like my credit card company and like all my point card systems from here in Japan. So I can't read any of them. It's horrendous. Also, it's not coming through. I might just have to Google what we find. Let me use Google instead of Yahoo because that's apparently the only system this thing wants to use. Boom. Scrolly. Ah, perfect. I found a website that has it. Okay, so we gotta see. Let me close my email entirely just in case. This! We get a little certificate with the. Can I make this bigger for y'all again? Boom! We did it. The President of the United States of America awards his Presidential Certificate of Valor to Handler in recognition of courage and extraordinary service during Operation Baby Eagle is missing. So, yeah. So we now have a nice, beautiful certificate for finding out where our girl Ashley is. And also, if any of you guys want to check out the ARG and once you, well, sign up for the email and get yourself one of these, where is it? You are entered for a chance to win. It's behind my fat head. The Resident Evil 4 Collector's Edition. So if any of you guys want to give that a shot, go for it, honeys. We always love to try and win stuff. I want it. I won't win it. Let's be honest. I won't win it. But it's chill. Oh. Okay, I just showed you the Pigpen cipher. It's chill. Okay, let me just close all of those.